rebels, troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. But the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
Can anyone tell me the name of this man? No?
Russell.
Crowe.
Russell
No.
Crowe.
No, his name is not Russell. In fact, his name was and he invented the wheel, without which we would not have marvelous inventions such as this. Now, can anyone tell me the name of this woman? No. Her name was and she discovered fire, without which we wouldn't have marvelous inventions such as this, and we wouldn't be able to discover and explore. Finally, I'm hoping you can tell me the name of these two gentlemen. Anyone? You can toss it out there. Right. Jobs and Woz, and together they innovated the personal computer, without which, today, this may not mean a whole lot to you. But we're hoping through this demo that we can show you how you can transform your business. Oracle is an inventor, and we find our success by having hardware and software engineered to work together. With complete solution and complete choice, we are the #1 leader in customer relationship management, and we are the only innovator who can offer you this robust solution with our complete choice. And we are the single vendor to do this for you. Now today, we start at Oracle headquarters, and we're going to travel down the road to the Googleplex. And starting our journey is Jordan Watson. It's my pleasure to introduce Jordan. Jordan has 7 years of sales experience in the automotive, real estate, and software industries. Prior to Oracle, Jordan worked at VMware, and he is married and has 2 daughters. Jordan Watson.
Thanks, Bree.
Is that 2 dogs or 2 kids? I didn't quite.
2 daughters, no dogs.
2 daughters. Okay. That's a lot.
No dogs yet.
Okay.
Thanks, Bree. Good afternoon, Google. I'm very excited to be here with you today. You know what I love about being a sales consultant? I love helping people solve problems. And that's essentially why we're here today. We are here to help you see how Oracle Sales Cloud is the key to unlocking a holistic view of your accounts and customers and contacts. But first, let's talk about innovation and an important innovator in our history. Does anybody recognize who this is?
George Ludwig.
Let me rephrase the question. Does anybody know what George Ludwig invented? Sorry about that. Anybody? Google? Really? I'm just kidding. George Ludwig invented this. Any guesses now? This was the first ultrasound machine. And the ultrasound machine does an incredible thing. It gives us a view unlike any we ever had before of an unborn baby. Now, I come from Utah, and we see a lot of these. In fact, I've seen 2 of them personally. And looking back now, I realize that they're important for 3 main reasons. First, they give us a holistic view of babies. Second, they give us access to important information about babies. And third, they help us prepare for the important relationship that's soon. I know in my experience, this was important as I welcomed my baby into the world. Now you're probably asking, what does this have to do with Oracle Sales Cloud? The analogy I want to make is that in business, your customers are your babies. We're here today to show you how Oracle Sales Cloud gives you an ultrasound type of view of your customers. The roadmap we'll follow is first we'll show you exactly how our user interface shows your sales reps a holistic view of customers. How they can quickly and easily access important account information, and how together those can help them prepare to work with key influencers in accounts. Let's jump in the software. This is our simplified user interface. And this was built with the sales rep in mind. For starters, you can see how simple and intuitive it is. In fact, a lot of people even say that it looks a lot like a smartphone. And in reality, it was built for people so that if they knew how to use a smartphone, they could know how to use this user interface. I would even go as far to say, if they know how to read, they can use this interface. You'll see these icons give us several options to choose from leads to opportunities and customers, contacts, schedule, and social. But today, specifically, I'm going to focus on customers and contacts. Now, a couple key differentiators with Oracle. For starters, we've built this software to require zero training. Now, I know that this has to be important for your inside sales organization. Next, we've built it to be mobile. In fact, this user interface can be accessed from any device that can access a web browser. As I pull up my customers, you can quickly see how easy it is to see the customers that are in my account. Now, I can also see, if I use this drop-down menu, my team and territory sales accounts. Now, I remember that when we talked earlier, you guys told us that collaboration was important here. We've built the simplified user interface to help reps collaborate together. They can easily see into each other's accounts and offer insight if they might know how to help a colleague with an opportunity. We've also made it easy to access new customers and to log an interaction. Now, a lot of you are managers and executives at Google. Logging interactions are very important. This is how you're able to measure the performance of your sales reps. What we found with CRM is that the most important thing with CRM is user adoption. If it's not simple to use, your sales reps simply aren't going to use it. Now, I recently was assigned global technologies, and I want to show you how easy it is for me to gather important information before I reach out to them and make my initial contact. I can quickly see where they're located on a map. I can see company information, like what industry they're in and customer type. I can see their latest deal that they closed with us. This is one thing I really like. I'm able to go directly to their website here. And this is an excellent place to start for a sales rep with gathering information about a customer before they make that initial call. I'm able to go in, quickly access this, and then give my customer a call and know what their business already is about before we make that initial touch. Now, I can also see my current pipeline. All of this is important because it allows me as a sales rep to see the most relevant information from a single pane of glass. No more time spinning my wheels trying to find information from a bunch of different interfaces. Next, I'm going to look into my contacts.
Hey, Jordan.
Yeah.
So what about search capabilities on there? Do we have to go to each thing, or can we search for, customers' contacts and get everything that?
Yeah, you
we
absolutely
have
can.
about
So the question was whether or not you can search for contacts or customers directly from the user interface here, and the question is absolutely yes. As you can see this simple search button, you can type in whatever customer you're looking for, and it will immediately pull it up and let you access that.
But does it cross those different areas, or is it specific to customers, or specific for contacts, or for opportunities?
So, for example, I know I've been working with Aaron O'Reilly, and he's not a customer, he's an actual contact of a customer. So, as far as I'm aware, I don't know how to show you that right now, but I'd be more than happy to get the information for you and give it to you after the demo. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Great.
You can't just punch out the Google then?
I could.
Had anything like that.
That would require me to actually leave the software though, so it's actually easier just to simply go up to that icon Contacts, and you'll be able to access them through there. So from the Contacts tab, again, with one click I can create a new contact, which makes it really simple for me to do my job. I can also see from this drop-down menu not only my key contacts, but all of my customer contacts and contacts I've interacted with within the last week. Now this is a really important tab for me because I don't know about your sales reps, but I often forget about what I did 3 or 4 days ago. And as a sales rep, it's absolutely important that you know who you spoke with on Monday or Tuesday so that you can follow up with them and make sure that you're remembering whatever you had committed to do with them. Now I'm able to do that by simply just clicking on that and I can see whatever I blocked. Let's drill though into an actual customer, and let me show you just quickly the profile here so that I can show you how we can quickly access who is the key influencer on account. So Aaron Riley works over at Pinnacle Technologies, and from this single pane of glass I can see his purchasing profile, which immediately lets me know that he's the key decision maker, that he's within my inner circle of influence. This is important because with large corporations you can spend a lot of time reaching out to people that are irrelevant towards the deals that you're working on. I can also connect with Aaron directly. This will open up an email page and I can email Aaron directly. I can see his phone numbers, his address, and then I can also see recent interactions that happened. Now, Lisa Jones is my field rep, and it looks like she's made a couple recent interactions with these guys. It looks like in the description she put that she wanted to discuss competitors with them. So this just helps keep me in the loop, help me collaborate with Lisa without having to reach out directly to her. So as you can see, Oracle Sales Cloud offers a holistic view of customers. It helps you access important account information about them and ultimately helps you prepare to work with the key influencers on your opportunities. Jim, does this look easy enough for your sales reps to adapt?
Definitely.
I also showed you how Oracle Sales Cloud is mobile and how it requires zero training to adopt. Now, I was in an inside sales role at one time, and my CRM was extremely difficult to use. So what I did is I ended up using an Excel spreadsheet. Now, we know that that's not effective. I'm here today to show you that Oracle Sales Cloud is the solution that Google's looking for. But don't take my word alone for it. Nucleus said, although Oracle Sales Cloud has been in the market for the least amount of time, it benefits from Oracle's long experience in CRM, as well as significant research and development investment based on 3 design principles. Make it easy, make users effective, and make organizations more efficient. George Ludwig gave us a better view with the ultrasound into an unborn baby. I would now like to give you, Russell, the key to a holistic view with Oracle Sales Cloud. Please hold on to that until the rest of the presentation is over. And it is now my privilege to welcome Drew Breyer. Drew hails from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Before his career at Oracle, he worked as an analyst for a retail furniture multinational in Hong Kong. He has also been a caddy for 9 years, providing insight and moral support at several golf courses in the Minneapolis metro area. Please welcome Drew Breyer.
Thanks so much for that introduction, Jordan. My name is Drew Breyer. I have a question. Who is this man? That's correct, Mr. Henry Ford. He's known for the Model T, which wasn't known so much for the vehicle itself, but rather the method that he introduced for its production, and that is the assembly line. And what was special and significant about the assembly line is that it brought efficiency and simplicity to the production of an automobile. And most significantly, I argue, is that with the assembly line, every time you go through that process of producing a vehicle, you have a consistent result. All three of these things, we at Oracle believe are foundational principles to implement in a CRM solution. Mr. Ford has a quote I'd like to highlight, in which he says, "Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, working together is a success." Us at Oracle have looked at previous CRM implementations and found that, well, generally, other vendors don't have problems with the first two steps, and we don't think that you will either. But it's that third part. It's working together, having your reps and your CRM product working together seamlessly. Today, with the product that I'm about to introduce, this is not possible. We start in Outlook, where your reps currently exist. We add to that powerful Oracle Sales Cloud functionality, and also our Oracle Social Network collaboration suite. What does this mean? This means employees that are actually going to use the CRM implementation of your choosing. Today I'm going to cover three things. First of which, I'd like to cover managing your opportunities alongside your existing functionality in Outlook. Secondly, introducing collaboration to what's currently existing in Outlook. And thirdly, I'd like to touch on data integrity and how the Oracle Sales Cloud solution is the only vendor allowing you to keep extremely clean and relevant data with the opportunities of your choosing. So let's begin in Outlook, where your reps currently, Mr. Green.
Does this work with Gmail?
It does actually work with Gmail, yes. Today I'm going to focus in Outlook because that's what you said to us in your request. But with partners, it is possible to implement the solution in Gmail. All right, thanks. So we're going to start where your reps are currently existing in Outlook. And as you can see, it doesn't look a whole lot different. It's still your run-of-the-mill Outlook product. But if you'll notice here on the left-hand panel, there are CRM functionalities added to this, such as your customers, your leads, and your opportunities. And when you click on each one of these, the ribbon at the top, as this is called, is dynamic, changing so that you only have functionality in those folders that you would need when dealing with leads, customers, and opportunities. So let's look at opportunities. I'm going to look up the green server upgrade case with our dynamic search functionality. This is a huge Oracle differentiator because even Microsoft in their own CRM offering doesn't offer a dynamic search capability. Their search is static, meaning that when you're in opportunities, the only thing that's returned to you is opportunities. When I type in green server upgrade, what's returned to me is not only the opportunity that I'm looking for, but also relevant attachments, leads, and tasks also associated with this count. So I'm going to click on the green server upgrade and show you what an opportunity looks like in CRM Desktop. And as you can see, everything that you would get out of everything that you would link with CRM is available at the tip of your fingers in Outlook where your reps are currently working. So as you can see, you have all interactions that have been logged with this account, notes, appointments, as well as any attachments or tasks. But let's step back and revisit what Outlook is known for mostly, and that's email. So let's see how we've added and embedded CRM functionality within a task as simple as opening an email. So as I can see here, I have an email from my pal Julian telling me about a development with Pinnacle. And again, you see this is run-of-the-mill Outlook. It looks like a standard email. Well, you'll notice at the top we've added a toolbar that with one click, I'm able to log this as an interaction to my CRM system. Within here, I can tell Outlook what the related item is, and it's linked, and as easy as one click. So I'll start to type green server upgrade, and results are already being populated for my choosing. And while type ahead functionality isn't really all that much of a differentiator, you would Google know that well. What is that look at what's being returned to me. Notice that there's no duplicates. This is because Oracle is the only solution that offers powerful data integrity rules running in the background so that you only have the most relevant information tied to the opportunities of your choosing. With other solutions, this is possible, but it's a costly addition to your CRM product. Oracle's the only solution that offers this out of the box. So I'm going to finish typing this in.